Hey family, well, you know what? This is going to be a rambling video. I just want to talk once again about a whole lot of things that I just want to talk about. Okay. Um, you know what? It's so much I need to touch upon, and it's not going to be formal at all. Yeah, because it's like little things I said, hey, I'm gonna come back and tell you all about this later on. Well, this is one of those videos. Anything that I've left off on a video and I said, I'm gonna talk about it a little later on. Well, this is that video because I'm gonna try to put it all together right here, right now. Remember, Mama said she was gonna tell y'all about Catholic school. hmm When I told y'all, Mama got put out of Catholic school. Mama went to Catholic school, and I'm going to give you the name of it because I was a Catholic before. I was forced to be a Baptist, okay? And then I was after I was no longer a Baptist. Then I married Mr. Willie, and then I became a Methodist. And so, right at this point, right now, I left them all. So, Mama went from being a Catholic to a Baptist to a Methodist. Okay. I want to tell y'all about my experience as a little girl being a Catholic. I'm not mistaken. We went to mass. We didn't go to church every Sunday when I was a Catholic. We went to what you call mass, and it was a very strange experience for me because I went to Catholic school from the kindergarten to the first grade. I only went 2 years because, like I told y'all, by the time I had got to the first grade, this sister that didn't like me, named Sister Aldona, well, she put Mama out. Okay, and I'm gonna tell y'all some of the events that happened. Well, my kindergarten teacher, she was very kind. She was very sweet. She was not a nun like Sister Aldona was. When I went to the first grade, Sister Aldona, you know, um, was a whole nother evil entity, y'all. We gotta talk about that. Cause y'all know Mama grew up here in the South, you know, and it was rough in them days in the 70s and stuff for a child. You know what I mean? They called us witches and everything in the world because Mama started off with the left hand, the writing with her left hand, and they said that they write your parents a letter and say you were a witch and you were evil and stuff like that. It was really crazy some of the stuff I went through, and some other little children who were left-handed. They would get pencils, and they were like those fat pencils. They weren't skinny pencils like they are now, and they would beat our knuckles, pinch our ears, and get switches and whip you till your head just whoops all over your body and stuff. So that's kind of like what we endured and paddles and stuff. So it's pretty, I think right now they did a good job by saying, no more corporate punishment because, I mean, it was just ridiculous the pain they put little children through. But back to Sister Aldona and back to the Catholic school. We'd be sitting in there in the class and stuff like that, and across the street was a hospital. And this witch that was wearing non-clothing garbs, yeah, she would tell us that if we looked across the street, at the hospital across the street, that we were gonna go to hell. Yeah, she told little children things like that. So we would all be afraid to look across the street. And every time an ambulance come, we would have to do the Hail Mary. Yeah, yeah, that's what Mama went through. And one of my very tormenting experiences with this particular nun is when I bought myself some chocolate candy, and a little kid said she got my chocolate candy, and she swore it was it was the little boy's candy. So she locked Mama up in a closet for the rest of the day. Yeah, that's where all the little kids went. Yep, if you were bad, she had a closet. Now this was like a carry situation for us little children. Okay, she would have this little closet with all of these rosary beads draped everywhere. The crucifixion would be there. All the candles would be burning. We'd be in the dark. Yeah, that's what she put children that were bad. Back in those days, they could do whatever they wanted to little children, and there was nothing you could do about it. And it didn't do no good to tell your mama, because if you tell your mama, you might get another whipping. Yeah, that was the old South back then. But hopefully conditions have changed, especially in these Catholic schools. When y'all look at the movies and y'all see what's going on the movies with these Catholic nuns, man, that is real, man. That stuff is true. And that father, looking at him, ooh, now let me tell y'all my experience. So we went to mass one time, and one of the fathers and stuff, we would go to this altar and they would anoint us. And when this particular father, I could see evil in him, because y'all know Mama can see. I can see the spirit, and he comes along, he anoints us all. And by the time he get to me, I'm gonna tell y'all what I saw. I saw a man with nothing but black. They said the eyes of the window of the soul. I saw nothing but big black marble eyes. There was no white in this man's eyes, nothing but the big black marble eyes, meaning that when I looked into his eyes, into his soul, I saw nothing but a black void. It was so evil, y'all. So let me tell you something. This Catholic situation that I went through was very demonic. I mean, it got so bad, my mom just, practically left the Catholic Church. And then that's when we became Baptist, because it was just a little bit too much. I could tell y'all a little bit more than that. But by the time I get through, you'll be like, oh, Mama, it's a wonder you alive, because the children, we endured a lot of torture. Now, I want to talk about the situation why Mama ain't in the Catholic school no more. Now, Mama used to have a lot of fun. Now, I'm going to tell you, I was the kind that would tell you like it is, okay? As y'all can see, I tell that nun what I felt about. And that nun got to the point she could keep me in there. Everything she said, Mama would just tell her, I don't believe that. Oh, don't look across the street, because if you do, you're going to hell. I told the nun, it ain't no hell. I said, the only hell that you're going to experience after this lifetime is the one you make for yourself. And she didn't like that, because this was coming from a 5 or 6 year old child. And my mama had to work me a long time, because my mouth, she said, my mom, you said, your mouth going to get you in trouble. Because I would tell her. So Mama didn't take nothing the nun said serious. Okay, it was here lately that a lot of the children came to me later on and told me how I was in that Catholic school. But let me tell y'all something. I would have scratches all over my back and on my buttocks. It's when I was in the Catholic school. Yeah, I sure would. I spent a lot of time in the hospital. A lot of time in the hospital when I was a little girl, because the doctors were trying to figure out where were these black bruises and scratches on my back, where they were coming from, and on my buttocks, just where are these coming from? And bumps would pop up on me and everything like that. And it only occurred when this nun would touch me. I would just turn black as well, I was not this dark at the time, because I was a little lighter than this. Being a little dark child, I would have all of these marks on me, and only would come from this nun touching me. This nun was evil, and my spirit could not, me being who I am, could not be in this Catholic setting. Mama would sit up in there, and we had those little Catholic dresses on. Don't ask me why. Mama would cock her leg up on the little table part of the table, and she would tell my mom, it was just like, this child is possessed, and no little child could do anything like this, and we want to take her over here and have a what you call those things, an exorcist with this little child. Now, this is what a child went through. And that's when I saw those black marble eyes when this Catholic priest was anointing me. That's what I saw in his eyes. But he called himself anointing me and exercising me. And I saw something in him that was not right. Okay. That's when all of these weird markings and stuff showed up on my back after dealing with this Catholic priest. So all of this little stuff they say about him is true. Now I'm not gonna say that about this particular priest because I really don't. I can't say that he does what the other Catholic priests do. Y'all know what they do, don't you? So let me tell you how Mama got put out of the school because she just got tired of me. Because when she talked, I talked to Mama under my breath about what I felt. Now, I had my legs cocked. Now that's what they said. I don't remember doing that part, but I had my leg cocked up on the little table and stuff, talking with her and everything. When she talked, and she was like, "Benita, you know what? I'm not gonna let you go on any more field trips and stuff like that because you talk, and I tell you not to talk and everything." I've always been an artist. I discovered that, well, I had a very kind, once my mom put me in a regular school, I had a very kind teacher in the third grade that wrote my mom and told my mom that, I was one of the best artists she's seen in a third grader. But in Catholic school, I would draw. And guess what Mama was called? Because she was drawing pictures and stuff. Because mom just loved to draw. I would draw the little Catholic nun and everything, and she snatched the paper and she said, "That's evil. You wicked. You the devil's child." Yeah, Mama was called the devil child. You got to realize this was the South in the 70s. And at the time, Birmingham was not considered a big place like it is now. It's still kind of like a small town at the time. Well, people thought it was, but it really wasn't. Now it's known as more of a major city here in Alabama, but that's the type of restriction Mama was under. Mama was called all kind of wickedness and evil just because she was drawing pictures. Well, a lot of people say, well, at a certain time you shouldn't be drawing pictures, but I was a child, and this particular lady felt like that if you drew pictures, you were an evil person. So she get him and she just tear him up, like that, whatever. "Oh, that's evil. I'm going to write your mama a letter and let her know that you're doing evil things in my classroom," and stuff like that. So, that's how Mama got put out of Catholic school because Mama said, "No, you evil and you are the devil's child." And they felt like something like that should not have been coming from a 5 or 6 year old. And my God, if they only knew the 5 and 6 year old children that are here now in the world right now, they'll be like, "Oh my goodness." But anyway, that's how Mama got thrown out of Catholic school because Mama would tell this nun like an ear. And Mama got more to tell you now because when the nun would get her little paddle and hit me, Mama would hit her on her fanny too. And me and the nun got to fighting. Mama was hitting the nun back. And my mama did not appreciate that at all, but Mama sure would. She hit that nun back. There's a lot of folks looking at me because they didn't know Mama was like that. Mama was definitely like that. Yeah, Mama would hit the teachers back. So that's just how it was. And nowadays, if the children hit the teachers back, they go to jail for that. But Mama probably would have wound up in jail, little children jail, because Mama sure will hit you back. But anyway, so that's one of the things that I said that I wanted to cover, for this particular video. I know a lot of people were writing me and saying, "Mama, tell us about Catholic school." And I tell you what, I do not regret not one moment of it. I would do it again. Sister Aldona is resting. She thinks she rests in her grave. I doubt if she rests in her grave because she punished too many little small children. But so Sister Aldona, if you're not resting in your grave, it ain't my fault. It's your fault. If you're a ghost, then you're just gonna be a ghost walking around here, and that's what you get. Anyway, me and Sister Aldona made our peace. Once again, I got an opportunity to go shopping with her when I turned about 13 or 14 years old. And she was real cool because she knew she wasn't going to be able to touch Mama. I think Mama taught Sister Aldona something. Watch how you treat the little children. Okay? So I'm going to come back and do some more videos for you all. And I want to just, talk about some of the things that I didn't finish in some of the videos and stuff. But guess what's coming up? This is a whole new year. I think in 2011 we dealt with some of the our demons, and then 2012 we dealt with what happened in 2012, y'all. We went more into possession. And here 2013, I want to go more into possession once again because a lot of my work comes from being possessed. Like, I get on the phone with you all, we talk or whatever. I actually am possessed by a lot of entities when I'm talking to you, like, it may be some, your ancestors or your great grandmother or whatever. And because you're like, Mom, how would you know that? I may become possessed, because I'm a medium by some of your family members, that have passed on. So therefore, I'm able to look into your life and tell you different things and let you know how your deceased loved ones are, and how they're making it out on the other side. So I want to talk more on, this year I want to expound more on the life of a medium being possessed, uh, um, allowing some of these entities within you. A lot of my creativity, and you all have seen most of my work, comes from being possessed. I may be possessed for some period of time while I'm painting. Right at this particular point, I have more of a creative possession going on right now. And like I say, I know when I am going through a transition because that's when these forces will come, and that's when I have this rebirth, and then I'll be taking on another journey. Like this particular journey I'm on right now, it's going to be more of a creative side of me this year. Hopefully, I will be painting once again and drawing more pictures, and I'm more excited than ever, and I'm going to show you all some of the art that I'm working on. That's why you all hadn't seen me in a while, because I've been busy painting. And when I'm painting, when I'm under possession of painting, I am really zonked, guys. So, you say, oh, Mama, you just look like you wasted. It takes a lot of energy for me. I don't know how other artists are to bring forth these sculptures and these paintings and stuff. And so y'all know Mama's secret now. I do my art. I mean, my art is the way I do my spell work and my magic. I can change events. I can change the world just by painting pictures, drawing pictures, and sculpting. So that's the way I do spell work right there. So just give you a helpful hint. And I'm gonna be kind of showing y'all some of the things she do when she's doing her paintings. How you can use drawings and sketches to change your world around you also. Okay, I have to end this video now because I've gone over a little bit, okay? We're gonna do another video.